Okay. I went to go see if they had any copies of the agenda because I didn't see it. Hey Deb here, how you doing? Hey Jim C, how are you? If you all please hit the like button as you come in. We have a great view tonight. Look at that. Hopefully everybody's on time. Need a copy of the agenda. It's warm in this basement today. Hey H-Bag, hey Saint Center, how you doing? Hey Winky Wonder. I'm waiting for them to bring down some copies of the agenda because I don't follow the Lansing Journal. And technically everybody should have, the agenda should be posted on the website. So I have asked the question, when is that going to be? When we going to get back to that? That's what I asked. So I don't know when that's going to happen. It should happen, in my opinion. But right now, Trustee Avant is here. Byron's here. Chris Gonzalez is here, and Valeria Stubbs. They're all here. Yeah, I don't subscribe to them, and their title is the Lansing Journal, so I'm confused as to why they're the only publication that is getting the agenda when they are the Lansing Journal, not the Thornton Township Journal, not the Thornton Journal, but the Lansing Journal. Everyone should be receiving the agenda via the website and or however else they want to set it. I think the copies of the agenda just got down here. I see one of the clerk people comment as soon as I see her set them down. I'm going to grab them. Okay, I'm going to be right back. Okay, I went got the agenda. So they have tentative budgets on the agenda. They're gonna pay the bills. They want approval to post the budgets. Spring conference. Township events. So township events, bingo, senior ice cream show, social, senior day on the water, senior day at the state fair, community parades, senior day with the assessor, back to school cookout, and the taste of Thornton. These are all, they're good events. I don't know what the budgets for them are. Maybe we'll be able to look at the tentative budgets once they're posted to see how much they're proposing for these events. And so hopefully that's going to be a thing. Go ahead, look shiny. Yes, I might find some fun events. Did they have an answer for the no? The person that I spoke to had no idea why, and they are on the board. That person had no idea why the agenda wasn't being posted on the website. I also asked that person why was the website down all weekend. They didn't know. The website is back up. It was back up yesterday, I think, sometime yesterday. Napoleon is here. He's here on time. I think people were worried for nothing, but it's 5:59 and he's here. They're probably going to get ready to get started. There you are. Let me see if I can try to get everybody that is important in the shot. There you have it. I'm okay. Good yourself? Good. No, it's got to be like
If the time is 6:03 p.m., we're going to call this meeting of Thornton Township to order. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Locke? Here. Trustee Gonzalez?
Present.
Trustee Stanley?
Here.
Trustee Stubbs? Present. Supervisor Harris?
Present.
Commissioner Russell? Attorney Ladazinski?
Present. With us having a quorum, all members being present, we have a quorum. We're now going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'm going to call Pastor Nathaniel Bowman for a word of prayer.
Our Father and our God, we came today to say thank you.
Thank you.
King, ruler of all. We thank you, number one, for waking us up this morning. We thank you for, again, being assembled together for the meeting of the minds. We ask, as this meeting go forward, that you grace us with your presence and give our leaders and all these elected officials wisdom and understanding of how to run this township. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Let no one go leave here without a misunderstanding, but help us to understand everything that's going on. We pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
At this time, we're gathering the list for public comment.
First up for public comments, Amir Shakur. You have 3 minutes.
Test one. Good evening, afternoon. So, just wanted to welcome the new administration in and thank you guys for just serving up until this point. My hope is that everything that we do in this group of talented and intelligent individuals is done with integrity. With that in mind, I just wanted to bring one thing to the attention of the supervisor and the rest of the members of the group, including the trustees. On May 29th, 2025, your highway commissioner-elect, Antoine Russell, posted a election post, which was an endorsement by the Southland Hispanic Coalition. The problem with the Southland Hispanic Coalition is that it's a fictitious organization. Not only is it a fictitious organization, but the endorsement was also a fictitious endorsement. Not only was the endorsement a fictitious endorsement, but the officials and everything right down to the details of the organization, including the phone number, was a fraud. I'll be willing to do a public apology if I am not correct about it, but at this point, I think that because of the problems of the last administration, I think it would be wise for Mr. Russell to offer a public apology. The Latino community on a local and all the way up to a national level is extremely challenged. And I think it is an affront to people who live in this community to post a fictitious endorsement from a fictitious organization that doesn't exist. I am very happy that Mr. Russell and everyone here is in place right now, and I do want you to succeed, but again, we have to do so with integrity. So what I will do is I will post the post and the information. And again, it's in your heart, Mr. Russell, to issue an apology to the community. The precedent that we have to set has to be the precedent of integrity, and we will look for that for our leadership of the township. We would hope that you will respond correctly. Anyone who wants public information about it, it will be on our website. It'll be on the Thornton Township Citizens Action Committee, and I'll also put it in Dawn Politics. Have a good evening.
Next, we have Angela Russell. Again, you have 3 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angela Russell. I am a resident of Dalton. I also work with Envision Unlimited. On May 29th, our agency hosted an event at Dalton Park District to introduce free programs that we'll be providing for mental health services and outreach. I'm glad that we are partnering with Dalton. I also left information at our last meeting before about our programs and mental health services. What we're trying to accomplish now is a Healing Happens Here event, which encompasses different modalities of healing and therapies that people can engage in. This event will be free to the community, specifically in Thornton Township. Unfortunately, the event venue that we had tried to secure will not work for us because they're not an all-inclusive event venue. So we're still working to try to secure an event venue for this community event that's going to be free to the public. The resource that will be offered will be mental health services, domestic violence resources, health, housing, legal assistance. This will be free for everyone in the community of Thornton Township to attend. And we're also hoping to be able to have food trucks to be able to highlight some of the vendors in our areas that people may not know about. I do have a proposal here if you're willing to accept what we're trying to accomplish, and perhaps you can give us some assistance on securing the venue. Our agency is a non-for-profit, and we do have a grant, so we have budget requirements that we want to make sure that we stay within. So any assistance that someone here could possibly give to secure the event venue for this, what we're trying to accomplish, would be greatly appreciated. And again, the services that we'll be offering are free. Thank you.
Ms. Russell,
Yes.
you bring us a proposal? Thank you. Okay, now we have Jay Taylor. Sorry, I couldn't read, I'm sorry. Janelle, sorry, Ms. Janelle.
Good evening. Let me apologize first. I really cannot hear you. I didn't have my hearing aid in, and when I do, I'm back too far. At a previous meeting, you repealed an ordinance that you had regarding self-promotion in the literature for the township. And I'm probably not stating it correctly, but I have a problem with that. I'm not understanding that, and I hope someone can give me more clarity on that, because it was a point of contention with the previous administration. Everywhere we looked, we saw her or her name. So I'd like to know why that was repealed. Why is it going to be, maybe restated, or what was the reason for repealing it? Do you understand what I'm asking about? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am, we understand the question, and we will get back to you on
What did you say, sir?
that. We understand the question, and we will get back to you regarding the ordinance.
Tell me what you said.
Would you mind providing your contact info, please?
Honestly, I don't know what you said.
She has it, trustee Stubbs has it.
I have your information.
Thank you.
They asked for your contact. But they said trustee Stubbs has it already. They said trustee Stubbs can give it to
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's an answer that everybody would want, no, not just me.
And last, we have Al Kendall from Cook County.
Good evening, everyone, and how you doing, Supervisor and the rest of you. Thank you for giving me just a couple of minutes here. We wanted to draw attention to a couple of important things that are happening in Cook County. The Board of Commissioners, they passed a Cook County birthday health screening program. So if you are 40 and older, you get for women and 45 for prostate cancer. And your birth month, you get free screenings. And I have flyers for everyone here that gives the details and where you can call to find out the details of that information. And this past Father's Day, the important was, let's give Father's Day, make those important meetings when you're meeting on these events, a meeting of let's give health, let's give good health. So the importance of having those conversations. And you can call 211 for Cook County if you're having a mental health crisis. The other is, I have a flyer and the clerk has it, is that Cook County has implemented a $3 million pilot program that is to give out to give home ownership assistance to home buyers, first-time home buyers that meet certain qualifications. And I have that, and the clerk has it. There's a job fair that's being hosted here at South Suburban College. It's gonna be on Thursday, the 26th, from 10 a.m. till 2 at South Suburban College. For those interested in various fields. And so I have a flyer for those who are interested. On that same day, we have another flyer for those interested in working for Cook County. We have a job fair that's going to be downtown. So you get dressed in the morning and go there, and then you come right on down to the second flyer that has all the job information for those who are interested in working for Cook County, because it has all our various departments are going to participate. And again, county government is open to the public. Secondly, we have a job fair on health finding event, not us, but Adidas, and it is on June the 25th. That's here, that's in the city, but for all those who are interested. And then lastly, there is with an organization that works with us called Elevate. We have a clean energy homeowners energy assistance program that's going to be offered for residents. So then lastly, many of you may have received a flyer or a letter in the mail, and it is real. Cook County has eliminated nearly $2/3 of $1 billion in medical debt. $2/3 of $1 billion in medical debt. Benefited 500,000 residents, and we did that with just $9 million, and we haven't stopped yet. And so we will get to the township here, the link, so that you can give it out to all residents, so that they'll know that it's not a scam. It has a link, then goes to the video and explains how the program works in detail. And I want to thank you for these true precious moments. Don't forget, President Preckwinkle every third Sunday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. First take a day break. She has her own radio show, and she's the first Cook County Board President to have such. And this coming Friday, with South Suburban Mayors and Managers, she will receive the Southland Warriors Award. Thank you very much. Any questions? All right, I do have a complimentary ticket to a couple of other events for people who see me afterwards tonight. Thank you.
To announce the arrival of our assessor. Assessor Hoover.
Sorry for you.
The next item on the agenda is the presentation. The next item on the agenda is the presentation of the tentative budgets for the 25-26 year. First up is the 25-26 budget for the general fund. For FY '26, the general fund is projected to have $13,274,202, which is an increase of $3,110,304 over the previous year. The primary driver of this growth is the higher collection from the real estate and senior youth service levies. The main contributor is the adjustments for the real estate, like I said, and the senior youth levies. The general fund expenses totals about $13,865,475, which is up roughly 2.9 million from the previous year. And the primary driver of this expense is for the full repayment of Thornton Township's outstanding loan. The loan payoff is $3,342,922. Personnel related costs across the board is roughly 4%. And other increases are expansion of services and the implementation of new initiatives across departments. Overall, this is a total planned balance reduction of $591,272. And when you look at this, the general fund budget demonstrates the Thornton Township's continued commitment to financial stewardship, debt elimination, and enhanced community investment. By retiring this outstanding loan and preserving strong reserves, the township improves its long fiscal health while continuing to deliver high-impact programs and services across for its residents. The next budget presentation is going to be the Thornton Township General Assistance Fund. Now, the General Assistance Fund's revenue is projected to be $9,390,757, reflecting a decrease of $2.8 million from the prior year. The primary reason is the $2.8 million reduction in the GA tax levy. The projected expenditures is somewhere around $9.3 million, an increase of $2 million over the previous year from expanded community programming to enhanced resident services. We have built into this a tax refund program allocated to return funds to qualifying residents. Once again, 4% increases across the board for departments for cost of living adjustments. And then the budget also reflects costs tied to inflation and the growing community demand. Changes in the anticipated funds, the net change is zero balance in the fund for 2026 with the fund balance beginning of $18,282,409. The funds remain strong in a strong financial position and continues to operate with fiscal discipline. This reflects in-kind donations from Thornton Township Foundation and as well as the USDA, and they both have recorded revenue expenses for the accounting purposes. For the FY '26 general fund budget, it underscores Thornton Township commitment to fiscal responsibility, community reinvestment, and long-term stability. Despite a reduction in revenue, the township will continue to deliver critical services throughout the township and launch impactful tax refund programs, all while maintaining healthy fund balances and prioritizing residents' needs. And the last fund, but certainly not least, is the Road and Bridge Fund. The FY '26 Road and Bridge Fund is projected at 1.5 million, reflecting year-over increase of 559,000. The increase is primarily driven to the adjustment of the tax levy and anticipated grant funding from Cook County. So we appreciate our county partners for the CDBG grant, which is worked into the budget at 500,000 across the board. The increase is driven. We also have some modest increase of $7,000 used for road repairs and cleanups of the garage facilities. The Road and Bridge Fund anticipates a planned fund balance increase of around $4,000. For FY '26, the beginning fund balance is $2.6 million, indicating a strong financial position and solid reserves for the department's ongoing and future needs. Those three are the budgets, our three budgets. And we're going to make a motion to accept the tentative FY '26. I'm asking for a motion to accept the tentative FY '25-26 budget for the general fund as presented. Is there a motion?
I'd like to make a motion.
A motion made to accept, to post the tentative, but to accept as presented the budget for the FY '25-26 budget for the general fund. Motion made by trustee Avant, seconded by trustee. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Stubbs. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, motion passes. Is there a motion to accept the tentative FY '25-26 budget for the general fund as presented?
I'd like to make a motion to accept the 2025-26 budget for the general assistance fund.
Is there a second? Second. Motion made by trustee Stubbs, seconded by trustee Gonzalez for the motion to accept the tentative FY '25-26 budget for the general assistance funds as presented. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Is there a motion to accept the tentative budget for FY '25-26 budget for the Road and Bridge Fund as presented?
I make a motion, we accept the tentative fiscal year '25-26 budget for Road and Bridge Fund.
Second.
Motion by trustee Stanley to accept the tentative budget for the '25-26 for the Road and Bridge Fund, seconded by trustee Stubbs. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next up is the approval of minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting of May 27, 2025?
Make a motion to accept the minutes from May 27, 2025.
Is there a second? Second. Trustee Avant makes the motion to approve the minutes from the regular board meeting from May 27, seconded by trustee Gonzalez. Clerk, take the roll.
Trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the approval of the minutes, motion carries. Next up is the approval of the bills. I move that we approve the general fund, general assistance fund, and the road and bridge fund for the list of bills for the 3 continuous funds, the general fund, the general assistance fund, and the road and bridge fund. Is there a motion? I'm asking the motion to approve the general fund, general assistance fund, and the road and bridge for the.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the general funds, the general assistance funds, and the road and bridge funds.
Is there a second?
I second.
Trustee Stubbs makes a motion to approve the general fund, the general assistance fund, and the Road and Bridge Fund for the bills list. Seconded by trustee Avant. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next up is, position 9 on the agenda for new business. Is there a motion to approve the posting and publishing of the notice of the tentative 25-26 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the township clerk to schedule and publish notice of the public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025.
I'd like to make a motion to approve, to post and publish notice of the tentative fiscal year 2025-26 budget and appropriation orders for the general township fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the township clerk to schedule and publish notice of a public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion by trustee Stubbs, seconded by trustee Stanley to approve and post the public notice for the tentative FY 25-26 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the clerk to schedule and publish notice of a public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Is there a motion to approve and post the notice of the tentative FY 25-26 budget and appropriation orders for the general township assistance fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the clerk to schedule and publish a notice of public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025?
I'd like to make a motion to approve, to post and publish notice of the tentative fiscal year 2025-26 budget and appropriation orders for the general township assistance fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the township clerk to schedule and publish notice of a public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025.
Is there a second? Second. Trustee Stubbs makes a motion, seconded by trustee Gonzalez, to approve and post public notice of the tentative FY 25-26 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township assistance fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the clerk to schedule and publish notice of public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Is there a motion to post and publish notice of the tentative FY 25-26 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township road and bridge fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the township clerk to schedule and publish a notice of public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025?
I'd like to make a motion to post and publish notice of the tentative fiscal year 2025-2026 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township road and bridge fund of Thornton Township, and to direct the township clerk to schedule and publish notice of a public hearing to be held July 22nd, 2025.
Is there a second?
Second.
Trustee Stubbs makes a motion, seconded by trustee Stanley, to approve and post notice of the tentative FY 25-26 budget and appropriation ordinance for the general township road and bridge fund of Thornton Township, and direct the township clerk to schedule and publish notice of public hearing to be held on July 22nd, 2025. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes. With 5 members voting in the affirmative, the approval and the motion passes. Next is the approval of township officials of Cook County Annual Spring Conference June 26, 2025, in Oak Brook, Illinois. Is there a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve of Township officials of Cook County Annual Spring Conference, June 26, 2025, Oak Brook, Illinois.
Is there a second? Trustee Stubbs makes a motion, seconded by trustee Avant, to approve the township officials of Cook County Annual Spring Conference. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes, with 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next, is there a motion to approve the Township Officials of Illinois 118th Annual Education Conference, November 10th to 12th, 2025, in Springfield, Illinois.
I make a motion to approve the Township Officials of Illinois 18th Annual Educational Conference from November 10th to 12th, 2025, in Springfield, Illinois.
Second.
Trustee Stanley makes a motion, seconded by trustee Stubbs, to approve the Township Officials of Illinois 118th Annual Educational Conference, November 10th and 12th, in Springfield, Illinois. Clerk, please take the roll.
Trustee Stanley,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes, with 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Is there a motion for approval of the township events through August 2025?
Motion to approve, approval of township events through August 2025.
Second.
Trustee Gonzalez makes a motion to approve Thornton Township events through August 2025, seconded by trustee Stubbs. That consists of bingo, senior ice cream social, senior day at the water, senior day at the state fair, community parade, senior day with the assessor, and the back-to-school cookout, as well as the Taste of Thornton. Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Stubbs,
Yes.
trustee Avant,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
trustee Stanley,
Yes.
supervisor Harris.
Yes, with 5 members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries. Next, we're gonna skip down to, section 12, personnel. We've started our summer enrichment program, and we've recently hired 13 new employees, for that. That's going off well. We're very excited about that, and excited about the progress that we made there, as well as the TAP program, which is the Thornton Assistance Program, where we recently hired for our summer employees 17 new hires with 10 more in the queue. So we're excited about our summer program being kicked off, as well as our TAP program moving forward. Also, the summer enrichment program kicked off last week, which was Monday, June 9th, and will run until July 31st for our youth while they're out of school in the summer. And we have approximately 70 students participating in that program, which has been a delight. Next Friday, or this coming Friday, June 20th, will be our first weekly Township Day in the Park, kicking off at the MLK Park in Markham, Illinois, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And so every Friday it moves to a different location, but at the same time throughout the township, where we have a flyer with the dates and locations that can be found on the township website. For other upcoming events, we have the Juneteenth Father's Day event tomorrow, right here, Wednesday, June 28th, from 11 to 1 p.m. We'll be here at the township. In an event that it rains, we will come inside, but we plan on being outdoors, enjoying the weather if possible. We also are scheduled to participate in various community parades. We have Homewood 4th of July Parade, the Harvey 4th of July Parade, the Hazelnut 4th of July Parade, the Hazelnut Back to School Parade that's going to be on August 2nd as well. We have newly elected officials who have been attending trainings, some required by the state, others are voluntary, trying to learn and understand their roles as new elected officials. I'm gonna pause there before I go into other business, because I want to give a kudos to the job well done to all of the Thornton Township employees who worked so diligently and hard in keeping the township services going and progressing and available during our time of transition. I want you to know that your work and your efforts do not go unnoticed. So I'm very appreciative of how you guys have conducted the transition with the previous administration and this administration. and increasing the services that move in the township forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for our township. It's a few items that I would like to address here now. One is about the second food pantry. There was a referendum that was in the township referendum that was advisory. And the township, we are exploring opportunities and options to see how we can form partnership with nonprofits to provide food assistance to residents throughout Thornton Township. We want to maintain that we remain fiscally responsible in doing all the things that we need to do to help provide opportunity for food insecurities throughout the township. Also, as it relates to the audit, it was brought to our attention at the last meeting. The previous board did vote for an audit, but there was no proposal for request for proposal issued. So therefore, no firm was hired to conduct that per se audit that was in that particular ordinance. Also, it was mentioned about the township website, with having an opportunity to see what's going on throughout the township. They said that they wanted to make sure that things were presented in a better light. The township is considering to rebuilding and revisiting the entire website and the network to make sure that we have a more clear and concise way to communicate to our residents. Also, we were talking about the entrances. We're coming in through the west door versus east door versus north door. Because of security issues and space constraints, we are unable to accommodate opening up the west door at this particular time. But as time persists and we get things in a better working order, we'll revisit that. But the north door is open. We did make the accommodation to open the north door and the east door. So that way it shortens the walking for the path for people that's trying to enter for the meetings. And the last thing, I don't know, I'm not asking, I got something else to say. As regards to the question about the ordinance that was brought up earlier, the ordinance that we rescinded was really because of the previous administration. That board thought that there was being some misuse of it based on the name, image, or likeness of that. This board sees it differently. This board, we believe that we're going to maintain the duties of what we're supposed to do as supervisors and trustees to make sure that we consent and talk to each other about utilizing images being posted around for our own self-promotion. I have not put anything out without the consultation of this board regarding my image, and we're not going out here doing self-promotion, so we just felt like it was in the time when decisions have to be made and we don't have to call a meeting, that we can use that latitude to make sure that decisions are being made, and they trust my judgment, and I trust their input as well. So we're working collaboratively together to make sure that we hold each other accountable in that frame. So I wanted to make sure that question was addressed as to why it was done. And also, the last thing I would like to mention that due to the 30-day posting requirement of the budget, the next meeting will be July 22nd, because per law, we have to post the tentative budget that we just introduced 30 days for refinement for the members of the Thornton Township residents to be able to review. And those things will be posted on the website for your review. So, with no further business coming before the Township Board, this meeting is adjourned. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I need to continue. The time is 6:42, and I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Trustee Stubbs makes a motion to adjourn the meeting, seconded by Trustee Spindler. Clerk, please call the roll for the motion.
Trustee Avant?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Stanley?
Yes.
Trustee Stubbs?
Yes.
Supervisor Harris?
Yes, with all members voting in the affirmative, the motion carries, and this meeting is adjourned.
What you gotta do? questions. Maybe we'll do a small recap of this before I go into the third part of the Tangier Miller deposition. I have a few questions. Hello to everybody that joined. Thank you. If you would please hit the like button, share this video, subscribe. I will look over this video and watch you all's questions and comments that you had during when I get home. So when I get home, I will review this video and see what comments you guys have left or questions that you guys have left, and then we will discuss. I have a few, concerns of my own, questions of my own, but we'll do that, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in today. I need to sit with this information. I need to sit with this meeting, period. Like, I need to kind of just sit with some things, okay? I will see you guys Wednesday. What am I doing? Today is Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm doing something. I think I'm twitching on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be back to the Tangier Miller deposition. And then Friday, frame up. And then Monday, we have part 2 of the Kankakee exclusive. So I will see you guys there. The dynamics of the room. Okay, make sure you leave your questions here so that I can answer them for you and I can tell you about them. I can tell you right now that Robert Hunt was in this room sitting safely, seems like to me. But that's just me. I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know. I'm going to ask the question and I'll try to get y'all an answer. Okay? All right. Y'all take it easy. Be good. Lots going on out here in these YouTube streets. We'll talk about that too. There's Robert Hunt. Let me show you him. There he go, right there in the black. There he go, right there, shaking everybody's hand. He shook Mary's hand. Byron's hand. He's shaking everybody's hand. Okay. Look like to me he's all right. Hey, Robert. He waved. All right, well, I'll see you guys. Leave your questions on this video. If you have questions or you have something you want to discuss, leave your questions so that we don't forget to cover it and maybe talk about it. Okay? All right.